For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
Let my soul bless Yahweh, the great King. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir. And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah, and they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, which have extolled it forever.
We can look at the earth today, and there are still, even though this devil has destroyed and ruined the earth and polluted the world, polluted the air, polluted the waters, polluted the food and the people and everything, and the earth itself, there are still places on earth that are so breathtaking and so beautiful, even though it's still tainted, but it's just so beautiful to look at. You know, being there can probably take off, you know, or bring you back 5-10 years, make you 5 or 10 years younger, 15-20 years younger, just by the presence, the aura of that place. So just imagine how much greater the kingdom is going to be when the Most High has on his right hand there are pleasures forevermore. You know, imagine how much greater and how much more beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be once it's established. You know, and these are things that we have to keep in mind, because this is what we're fighting for.
And seek not ye what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be ye in doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kapadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation, the Hope Lake out there pushing his word of truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. And with GMS Mississippi Camp, come with another weekly lesson. All right. And we're going into some news and prophecy. All right. Dealing with, you know, current events, the happenings, you know, what's going on. All right. Because as 2025, you know, has shown itself, you know, to be a lively year when it comes to prophecy, man. You know, every day, every other day, you know, there's things happening, all right, that's pushing us, you know, to the next phase of this thing, all right? And what the elites are doing, you know, with the Trump presidency, you know, is they're taking strides and leaps, you know, towards this NWO, all right? So we're going to go into it, you know, the introduction of a patrimonial rule. We got a video, you know, and we'll get a few definitions. All right, and to kind of go into what we're seeing being transitioned right before the eyes of the masses. You know, did you want the precept first, bro, or the
we can get that precept first.
So this is This is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time that now is the high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Kind, you see, we're living in times that this man Esau Edom is about to make his move. We see him setting his pieces up in place. You know, he's setting his pieces up in place, getting his as they say, getting his affairs in order for when he move out. You know, this man has been plotting this since shoot, since before even I came in the truth. You know,
Come on, bro.
This man knows he has but a short time, and he's ready. And we need to be ready, because what? Waking out of sleep is what? Waking out of that unawareness, waking up to who you are, waking up to who's the true power, the creator. You know, putting away these false idols, putting away these false ideals. You know, to awake and to understand who you are, what situation you find yourself in, and what you would need to do.
Come on, bro. Anybody else have something? Or we can get to the video. All right, come. So let's get to the video. Play about a little bit over 5 minutes of it, and then we'll expound from there. So this is, I think this from CNN. All right, this guy's Zakari, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, let's play this. He pretty much just summing up, certain moves and reactions, dealing with Trump, and like I say, we know that this man is the front man, all right, of the agenda of the elites, okay? And what he's doing, he's introducing, all right, Trump. They're using Trump to introduce the world to a king-like figure, because Trump is not moving like a president, because that presidential, office, all right, is part of the executive branch. And you will have to go through all these different hoops, dealing with the Senate, dealing with, the House, to pass bills and pass different things. All right, but Trump is working around that, with the stroke of a pen, through executive orders, and he's making major moves as a king would do, and the elites, all right, are introducing the world to that type of figure because, as Trump, Elon Musk, have been saying, there will be no need for elections, after this. Okay, so these devils, are grooming the masses, to fall in love, with this one character, which is Trump. Okay, so we're gonna play this, and he's gonna go into a few things.
Here's my take. It's been a head-spinning week for American foreign policy, with tariffs against Canada and Mexico dramatically announced and then suddenly postponed. USAID was gutted, and President Trump said he wants the U.S. to take over Gaza. The most revealing lens through which to look at all this might not be Donald Trump's pronouncements, but rather those of his aides and supporters. The tariff tantrum suggested that foreign leaders are becoming skilled at handling Trump. They mollify him with token concessions, allow him to declare victory, and then return to business as usual. The concessions that Mexico and Canada made were either small bore or policies that they were already pursuing. Mexico agreed to send thousands of troops to the border at the Biden administration's request, and are now doing the same for Trump. In the case of Canada, Trump's own statement notes that Canada was agreeing to implement its border plan, much of which had been announced over a month ago. Some conservative commentators pointed out the obvious. In the words of a Wall Street Journal editorial, Trump blinks. The Fox anchor Laura Ingraham implied that the president caved to huge negative reaction from markets, saying, "I'm not too impressed about the concessions from Canada." Canadian media reactions were similar. Canada's CTV News published an article with the headline, Canada takes a stand, and Donald Trump blinks.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home.
The country's satirical show, 22 Minutes, has a Donald Trump look-alike declaring victory.
I did the impossible. I made peace with Canada and ended the unjust trade war that I started. I'm signing this executive order. I did not lose, but I totally won the trade war order.
Of course, from J.D. Vance to Mike Johnson, Republicans fell over themselves to praise the stunning negotiating powers of President Trump. The Trump effect is in full force, Johnson posted. At this rate of achievement, wrote Elon Musk, not only should President Donald Trump be on Mount Rushmore, I want to personally work the chisel. With the abrupt dismantling of USAID, Trump's supporters scrambled to adjust. Secretary of State Marco Rubio quickly blasted the agency, saying it was out of control and unresponsive. This was the same agency that he had repeatedly posted in favor of over the years, written about in his book with pride and admiration, and recently recommended funding increases to President Biden. The pattern is now familiar and was followed after Trump's Gaza announcement. Those who had long supported Trump's determination to end America's military interventions cheered when he announced he would take over Gaza, send in troops if necessary, displace 2 million Palestinians to neighboring countries, and stay in Gaza for long-term ownership. Kayleigh McEnany responded with this on Fox News.
President Trump is playing four-dimensional chess. You all are playing checkers.
Later that day, Trump officials began walking back key aspects of the president's plan, as did Trump himself. If you don't understand all this, you haven't played four-dimensional chess. Donald Trump's White House is now a court, and his courtiers scurry around, aware that the mercurial monarch might change his mind at any time. TikTok is terrible can suddenly become TikTok is great, and they need to pivot quickly. It reminds one of the court of Henry VIII, the monarch who went from being the greatest defender of the Catholic Church to a vicious opponent because he wanted a divorce that the Pope would not sanction. One man who refused to play the game, Sir Thomas More, had his head chopped off. The reason Trump forces aides and supporters to say things that they know are false is to enforce a regime in which loyalty is paramount, overriding facts, overriding your long-held convictions. Now, this might seem like an amusing spectacle, but there is a real cost. In the case of USAID, it will translate into death and despair for millions of the poorest people on the planet. On trade, it remains a mystery as to why Trump singled out Canada. In the 2024 fiscal year, less than 10% of migrant encounters happened at the Canadian border, and just 0.2% of fentanyl seizures occurred there. America runs a smaller trade deficit with Canada than with China or Vietnam. In fact, if you put aside Canadian crude oil, the US sells more to Canada than it buys from it. But the effect is clear. For Canada, the US is turning into an undependable ally, and it will try to lessen its reliance on America and search for new markets and friends, from Britain to China. The largest effect, though, is on American democracy. The scholar Francis Fukuyama has noted that the history of modern government has been a steady movement away from patrimonial rule, the rule of a single strongman to benefit his family and friends, towards rule by institutions and rules and norms. He notes that in the United States now, we are seeing the return to patrimonial rule as citizens free.
And that's pretty much the point, the return, to that patrimonial rule, So when they talk about the New World Order, they're talking about doing away, with the old way of governing, and bringing in a whole new way. And AI plays a major part, all right? But the thing is, who's going to control the AI? It's going to be a small elite group, in that, you're going to have all this power, and that power is going to only be passed down through this all elite, dynasty of Edomites. All right, that's the mindset of these devils. Now, I want to go to the summary of the Constitution, and then you guys after that, bro, just the sum of the Constitution. Okay, so you go to the Constitution. The United States Constitution is the fundamental law of the United States federal government. It establishes the structure of the government, the rights of citizens, and the relationship between the federal government, all right, and the states. It said the structure said the Constitution establishes 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch is Congress, which is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. The executive branch is of the office of the president. The judicial branch is the federal court system. The Constitution includes a system of checks and balances to prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. Okay. And what the elites want to do is take off all barriers, of power, all right, when it comes to rulership. Okay. And we're seeing the transfer of the style of governing, all right, and AI, what you call AI governance is going to rule, but it's going to be power, all right, the power of AI to control AI is going to be amongst, those elite banking families, man, okay? So, any brother had anything, any precepts, any comments, a lot you want to add to that before we went on?
Okay. And y'all see the movements, y'all see what's happening. This man, this is a takeover. This is an attack, and there are gonna be some red-blooded Americans that notice and will try to do something about it, because they see that this is becoming a monarchy instead of a democracy, and it's going to get bad because once the king, they're being invaded from within. They're being invaded from within. And what happens when an invasion takes place? War. War. It's gonna be civil unrest. Can you give me Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5?
All right, this is that book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Is that, also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people.
Kind of, you see that even whatever that guy name was, he pointed out that so many of people are going to perish because of this, because of how this man is moving, because of how this man is moving. This man is about to bring like this a new state of living, of being is being born. And just like when something is born, there's a tremendous amount of pain that's happening. But they think that their kingdom is about to be born, but no, the kingdom of Israel, Yahweh Shai, the kingdom of Israel at the time of Jacob is about to be born. They think all this pain is because they're about to come into power, but no, it's actually Jacob that's coming into power.
Come on, bro. Any other brother had a precept?
No, Lamar, he said he was falling out, but I think he was trying to bring something out. I think he just came back in.
Yeah, I got him back in.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was trying to say something earlier.
You had a precept, bro?
Con. If I can get John 16, verses 1 down to verse 4.
St. John 16, chapter 1. All right, this is the book of St. John, chapter 16, verses 1 through 4. It says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time coming that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service. And these things will..." You got it, bro.
Right there, bro. You know, one of Esau's biggest problems they have is the prophets, man. You know, going out on the highways and byways, teaching and preaching, name you how about Shemi outside, because we're exposing the things they are doing, you know, and the scripture speaks on when it comes to their complete wickedness, man. How they're gonna, you know, according to Revelation 13 and 16, they trying to bring the MOTB. You know, it goes to them coming down with that great wrath, you know, because they have but a short time. You know, and we're warning people about these prophecies that's gonna come to pass, man. So, and it said it's gonna take about us out of put you out of your synagogue, you know, and Baba Gashar, if you can get there in the blue letter for me, synagogue.
Synagogue.
Because it's a big problem, because one of Esau's biggest things or biggest advantage they had was their secrecy at one point. And of course, now they got to the point they're getting exposed so much, they're not even really trying to hide anything. But nevertheless, the prophets are still an issue, because, you know, some people are actually taking heed and the warning and acknowledging what this devil is doing, man. And other people are exposing them as well as their own, because the scriptures goes into how they shall cause their tongues to fall upon themselves, roughly paraphrase.
They want to get that word for synagogue.
Come.
Strong's G 656, aposunagogos. Aposunagogos.
Okay, and it says excluded from sacred assemblies of Israelites, excommunicated.
Right, and we come on the highways and byways, and we come together. Scripture said, 2 or 3 gathered in my name, I'm in the midst of them. All right, so it's like a synagogue when we come on the highways and byways, when we do this work, even on these live sit-down videos. Okay, because it's a sacred gathering, a holy convocation, man. You know, we come together to speak on righteousness and judgment for wickedness, and the ushering or the coming of Yahweh Shai, man, to take down this wicked kingdom. And as long as we're continuing to do that, we're going to be a problem. That's why this devil is going to come down to great wrath, and the Lord is going to bring forth the famine of the word, man. We're not going to just be out there on the highways and byways teaching and preaching on it, but it's going to be on the Lord's time. But you know, the structure of Esau's rulership has already met its destruction in a sense, man. It can't stand. Like, it goes into the iron and moderate clay. It's weakened as it is. You know, you see these different the left and the right, you know what I'm saying, the Republican Democrats going at each other. You know, Trump doing his thing, he's taking away fundings, he's shutting down everything, he's complaining. The exposure of where all these millions and billions of dollars was going when it comes to African communities, other countries, you know, doing wickedness with animals and testing and everything. So this society is done, man. You know, but nevertheless, the prophecies are still coming to pass, and the prophets are still out there. But those days are coming to an end. The Lord is going to take us off those highways and byways. The Lord is going to take us off the internet. But until then, the exposure is steady going to come out, because this devil is at his end. But he's getting frustrated with it. So he's going to come after the prophets, man. And he think he's doing God a service. But what God? What God will he be doing to serve?
I can add too, bro, just qualify. Because when you go into the synagogue, you know, Yahweh Shai, you know, synagogues go back to the Sanhedrin. You know, we had the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the chief priest and the high priest, you know, and if you believed in Yahweh Shai, you can come, you know, to serve the Lord at the synagogue, you know. So that was talking about that time, but it's going to happen in this time, you know, with these devils, you know. But the original synagogues, you know, going back to the Sanhedrin, you know, we had the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the chief priest and high priest, you know, which it was like an exclusive amongst Israel, that was the heads of the worship. And if you believe in Yahweh, you'll be put out, So, but it's going to happen again in this time, man, just to qualify what you were saying. But you got it, bro.
Cut the water, bro. You can go and continue on.
Verse 3 says, and these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, you may remember that I told you, and these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you.
And that's why we're not going to be caught off guard like the rest of these people, man, because we have been given the blueprint, we have been given the warning, and we're taking the warning we received through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, and we're warning the masses, man. So that's why, those who don't take heed, those who don't hearken, they're not going to have no cloak for their sins, man, if they don't repent and turn back to the Heavenly Father, only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, because it's evident we're at the end of this devil's rulership, man. Like the brothers are going into, like, the first scriptures that came out and was it Romans 13? Now it's high time to wake out of sleep. If you don't see what's going on now and don't understand that there's that basically something is happening, man. Something is happening that has never been happening before on this earth, man. There's growing tension. There's growing wickedness. The love of many is waxing colder and colder. The weather is super stupid. It's a lot of things that are happening, man. But that goes into the scripture where the Lord said the Lord is visiting the earth that he created. That's all I got, bro.
Come on, bro. And the other brother has something?
Yeah, I got something, bro.
What you got, bro?
Give me Isaiah 19:2.
Come on, bro. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And and like the brother going in, like the brother Halak going into, hey, it gonna be some bloodshed. Cause see how Trump moving, and you got the Democrats, versus Republicans, bro. It's gonna be this ain't gonna be easy peasy for them to bring in that bullshit they're trying to bring in. They gonna go to war for this shit, for their freedoms. And you know how to eat them like, you especially when you come trying to take their guns. You know how they move with them guns now. They gonna go all out.
Mm-hmm.
So bloodshed's coming. But this ain't gonna be easy, easy peace like they think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bloody transition.
Yep, that's exactly gonna be, bro.
All right. If I can add to, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna add to what the brother Cam Tazman was saying. That goes into if I'm not mistaken, Matthew chapter 24, which goes into Yahweh Shai talking about his return when he was talking with the disciples. I think it said nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, going into the famines, the pestilences, and everything like that. I think it's around verse 7, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 7. Where it's basically going into these are the signs that we're getting that Yahweh Shai gave us, saying, "Hey, these are the things that you're going to see before I come back." And like I think the brother Lamar said as well, and brother Halak, Fruit brother went into it that like if you don't wake up, I don't know about everybody else, but when you first wake up in the morning, you don't just jump right up. You had that moment where you kind of come to and get yourself together. So when Yahweh Shai returns, if you haven't already woke up, or you haven't already, started adhering to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai and building that faith on Yahweh Shema Shai, you're not gonna have time to do all that.
No. Come on, bro. I got that for you too. It's a book of Matthew 24:6. It says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Con, bro, and I don't know I'm pretty sure what translation it's in, where it talks about the beginning of sorrows, but that beginning of sorrows basically goes into birth pains. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows about labor pains, and when it comes to Eve or a woman getting ready to have birth, it's not instant. She gonna have those contractions, and them contractions gonna be further and further apart, and the closer she gets to the baby being delivered. In this instance, we're in the spirit. The closer we get to Yahweh cracking them clouds, it's gonna be more like them contractions gonna get more and more intense, and we're gonna see the intensity and I think the brother Lamar said about the love of many while waxing cold and all these things. We're gonna see it begin to get more and more and more intense. So we just send the beginning paces of how bad this is really gonna get before Yahweh Shah comes back. And like the brother been saying, if you ain't there, if you haven't built that faith in Yahweh Bashem Shah, I think we went over what was it, Saturday night. You're gonna have faith in two things. Well, one or two things. You can have faith in Yahweh Bashem Shah, or you gonna have faith in Esau and his system. Like you're gonna get involved. There is no in the middle. You gotta pick a side.
Come on, bro. Any other brother has something? Yah, you have something?
I got some.
You got it, bro. Yeah, bro. Good.
I know.
You go ahead, bro.
What you got, bro?
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you go, Lamar. You got something? Not Lamar. You got something?
Yeah. I was just gonna go into basically
ahead,
how the brothers went into earlier, how they trying to basically the Democratic and Republican Party, not just to steer off, but how they're not trying to overtake one another. So, but Yahweh Bashem Shah got them see they so diverse, but they got to return back to the original ways, So, point is, here it is. They don't have. I think that's in Daniel. You want, bro? Or
what they did?
Oh, you got it. But yeah, so they're gonna return back. They're gonna go back. They're going back to the original ways, see, because that's if you go back to even in the time when we rule, even in the time of these other empires, rulership was passed down, But here it is. We in this empire now, and it's like they trying to defer prophecy, but they fall into the hands of the Lord. Even our enemies are falling into the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai. I know brothers going into how our people, they gotta listen and they gonna wish they had to listen, but hell, Esau trying to divert from listening. He trying to do everything that he can do to stand on his last leg that he have. You got it.
Yeah, just real quick, since you said that this is the book of Mark 3:24 says that if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
So here it is. You got. Oh, you okay? Go ahead.
No, you got. I'm gonna look it up while you talk.
Yeah. Bro. So you got Edomites throughout the earth, because we fell into the hands of Esau, Edom, throughout the whole earth. Because everywhere we go, Esau is the hammer house. He the hammer of the earth, starting in the miracles. But everywhere we go, there's like a for the most part, there's a Edomite basically power, that's over us, because we still in we under the Edomites. Wherever he at, his dominion go throughout the earth. So here it is. It won't. You know what I'm saying? We still go into that, and just everywhere we go, like Trump putting sanctions on these different countries, like tariffs and all that shit, but he withdrawing them. Hey, this is, and then here it is. You got they coming up on it. They come with the news, and then they sit downs. They tell them, hey, how, and then making mockery of the so-called power on the earth. That's the Lord making mockery, So their tongues is falling upon each other. They're falling upon themselves. Hey, and eventually it's gonna be all out war amongst these heathens, man. You know, and these top heathens, the top heathen in the earth, and everybody else coming in with it. Everybody else coming in and joining in of the basically they're gonna break their alliances and shit they have, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because you go into that word divided in the Greek. The word is
Strong's G 3307. Merizo.
marizo. All right. So you go into it. It goes into to divide, to separate into parts, to cut into pieces, to be split into factions. You know, so, and to divide into parties. So these devils are divided. You know, you gotta understand the elite bankers. You best believe there's division amongst them. Okay, these different billionaires. All right, there's certain billionaires. You know, because Esau is so competitive. You know that all of them want to be that guy. You know, and all of them are scheming and plotting. You know, so from the elites, you know, to these billionaires, to little puppets that we see, on the day to day. All right, there's division amongst them all. You know, and ultimately it's going to lead, to the fall. You know.
Yeah.
What you? Oh, my bad. Go ahead. You say something.
I want to say and these everything is leading up ultimately up into the NWO, which is going to they all eventually gonna come together, to push that watching this video. I think Captain Squat put it out. That video he shared that was that was that 21 that what is that? What's the name of it, bro? Help me out.
Oh, I ain't see it, bro.
It's a program. It's a some 21. It's a something they got going. You going to the 15-minute cities and all this shit.
Basically, how 2030 agenda.
Yeah, it's an agenda, but it's 21, 21st century agenda.
Oh, okay.
Going to basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So everything basically going into how these damn devils, even though they they against each other, they gonna fall upon each other. And ultimately, they're gonna again shoot upon Babylon the Great, but they want the ultimate control, going back into the point of the brother Halak, the priest Halak, going into basically everything will come under like one rulership. It was already I think from 1992 they already had this agenda down pat, but everything just falling in line.
Yeah. And these devils.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just saying, you guys understand that these devils always fight over the rulership, because they're together at the top, but there's division at the top, because these devils in their mind, I'm going to work with this nigga till we get to this point, and I'm going to turn on this nigga, because you have to understand what happened when Alexander died, okay? They fell out over the kingdom. You had in Rome, you had the year of 4 emperors, so you had 1 year's time, 4 different emperors, like Esau was just treacherous. Like they work together to get to a certain point, but them niggas never, can enjoy their kingdom because they always fall out. So this is the same thing happening again. They're gonna work with each other till they get to a certain point, and once they see, okay, we finna finish this shit, all of them gonna start making they play for the throne, and that's what you gonna see flying everywhere, man. But you got now.
No, that was in the spirit, bro. Because I was going to say the same thing. Because all we seeing them now is they really just these little proxy wars is really just one. It's a distraction, but ultimately we seeing them fight for who gonna have that top spot up under the elites. Because the elites already said they don't care who run it. They just want they want the power and the control and the money. They want everything. So they don't really care what face or what front man is the one that's pushing all the orders. So like the brother Ayash was saying, like eventually we kind of saying it a little bit now, but eventually we're gonna see them go all out to see who gonna have that top spot to be right that person that's right up under the elites in this so-called new agenda that they got going.
Mm-hmm. You still have some Tyler?
Yeah, come on, bro.
What you gonna do?
Sirach 5 and 7, bro. They And like the brother was talking about, man, before it pop off, people get their ass together. They been trying to find the Lord.
Yep. You say, hold on. I got it. Hold it up. Yeah. So what we're gonna keep seeing, is these devils, push this thing to the next phase. All right, and Trump is that guy. All right, the front man to get the masses, okay, trust, so they can start ushering in more of this new system. Okay, but as these devils get closer, all right, one thing about it, the Most High plays these devils' natures against them. We know these devils are cutthroat, okay, conniving, grimy, so the Lord's going to put all this power in front of them and they're going to go at it. This is Sirach 5:7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance."
Come on, bro. And that's the thing. And a lot of people keep putting the Lord off. Like the brother, like I did a video yesterday. I had the brother yesterday. Not said he talked to one of the co-workers or somebody you say you talked to, and he said he got goals he want to do. Fuck the goals, man. The shit about to go down soon, and you worry about some goals. If your goals are more important to find your high about some something wrong with you. Trump said something about this grid is old, so it might be a blackout. It's so much stuff can happen, but you talking about you a lot of people keep putting the Lord off. Pull them off. I'll do it 2 weeks. I'll do it a day. Hey, soon it's here. It's here. What can you do then? You can't do nothing because you keep putting the Lord off. All right, that's all I had on that, bro.
I got two to back him up, bro. Two things that Kevin Positive said. That first one is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. I think it's Isaiah 55, 6 and 7.
Isaiah 55.
Verse 6 and 7.
All right. This is Isaiah 55, verse 6 and 7 says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let them return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon."
So they're just saying, like, we gotta seek Yahweh Shema Shai while he's giving us the opportunity to. And that's the ultimate, like reason for this period that we is for us to work out our salvation. Seek Yahweh Shema Shai with her story of our righteous acts. Like brother Tatazo was saying, like we ain't gonna have time to do all. You gotta seek out the Yahweh Shema Shai right now while he's giving you the opportunity to do so. Because once that famine of the word hit and he draw back the prophets, this is just me speaking on this part here, but all the talking at that point in time gonna be done. Brothers ain't gonna be able to sit there and explain to you, who was Esau? What's going on right now? If we gotta explain what's the MOTB to you and Jacob's trouble, there's no point in having the conversation.
Come on, bro. I want to did you have something a lot?
But
what you got?
I'm waiting to swing back around.
It's on you now. It's Swan T. It was.
That boy the baseball line up there.
That boy playing baseball, ain't he?
You give me Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 23.
Ezekiel 28.
Okay.
Ezekiel 28, verse 23. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 23. It said, "For I will send into her," I said, "I will send into her pestilence, and blood into her streets, and the wounded shall be judged in the midst of her by the sword upon her on every side, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai.
And that's what's about to go down, you know? That's what's about to go down because what you say, bro?
No, I'm just agreeing with you guys, bro.
Yeah, that's what's about to go down. People are about to lose it. They're about to lose it because they're about to lose what they're, these patriarchal Americans, these red blood Americans have their forefather has established, but also they're gonna lose because these elites are about to take everything they've known away from them. That's their way of life. That's their freedom. Their freedom. Like Tasman was saying, these people they'll spaz out. They'll spaz out, just like y'all brought out earlier. These people are known to backstabbing each other. These people are known for that. These people are known for going to war, that civil war. You know, that's why Trump moving like he is now. He's giving out that ancient Roman emperor vibe. And just like in Rome, when the Senate when the Senate thought, bro, it's getting too powerful, bro, it's being too pompous, what they do? They stab your man up.
Talking about
They get out.
Julius Caesar.
Kind.
Mm-hmm.
They do that with them. They happen to a few emperors. They happen to a few emperors.
Yeah, it was just
Like
the most famous one, with Julius, because Julius, he the one that changed it from. Really, he started because it was a Roman Republic, but then with Julius, what he did, he pretty much set the foundation for it to become the Roman Empire, because there was no Caesars, before Julius. You had the first council, there was like the president, but after Julius, the office of Caesar, was created, by his great nephew Augustus, but he was the one that really made that power move against the Republic, because he pretty much took the Roman armies and he kept them at war for 8 years. He was supposed to go, he only had 3 years he was supposed to go to war, but after the third year, he pretty much ran off from the plug, like, nigga, we come back when we get ready. When they came back, they went to war. And then he said they stabbed your boy up, But you had a few emperors that were just crazy, like you say, and they would just X them niggas out because them niggas was just tripping, But it was Julius that, they feared, like the Senate feared his power. He was doing, too much, But you got it, bro.
kind. I want to make a point on Julius. How did he stay in power? Where he was doing that he was campaigning with that war. What Elon Musk said, y'all had mentioned it earlier. This will be the last election. Why? Why? What they got up their sleeve? We know what they got up their sleeve, but why? You put out name. See, there's another scripture I want you to get. This is I want you to get Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2. And bro, isn't there, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it like I don't know, something in the laws, constitution, that when there's wartime that you can't take the president out or something to that effect?
Yeah. When there's you got wartime laws, like what happened with like President Ukraine Zelensky. He was supposed to be out of office, but since they at war, with Russia, they suspended the election. They didn't have the elections in Ukraine because of the war with Russia, so they can use that as a play, use war as a means to stay in office.
If I may add to that too, bro, there's the other side to that too, where they go to the president, but towards the citizens. If you deem any terrorist, or they deem you a terrorist of any kind, that's it's actually punishable by death during wartime as well.
Dang.
Kind of, you can see that all coming in play. Like you find out what's the reason a president or someone of that position can stay in power almost indefinitely. You just see the cards that they're about to play. You know, and the persecution that's about to come on the brethren, that's about to come on the elect, the house of Israel. You can see it, but we can go ahead and get that, bro.
Come on, this is Isaiah 9:2. It said, "The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shine."
Salaki, bro. I said 19:2.
Isaiah, okay. I thought you said 9. Well, they bring it back again. It's Isaiah 19:2 says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
Kind. And y'all, we all are about to see that in play, in our lives. That's why that was it on that.
Come on, bro. Any other brother had something?
Gonna have one more, bro. Brother, can you give me that? It's in the Exodus how the Lord is gonna, to back up the Captain Taza one real quick. About the blackouts, how the same plagues that was done in Egypt, and the Lord is gonna bring upon here. Man, I be in Exodus.
Yeah, it's in Ezra 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get
15
this one.
and 11. 15 and 11. I started at 10. Go back into it. This is the book of 2nd Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 10. And it says, read to 11, it said, "Behold, my people led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them." I said, "I will not suffer them not now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof."
Yeah, and this basically going to the Lord is going to deliver His elect, But even 2/3 of our people won't even dwell here anymore, So, those same plagues that destroy Egypt, and we in this modern Egypt now. So those same plagues that destroy Egypt, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, He's going to bring those same plagues upon this place because nothing new happens under the sun, So it said we destroy all the land thereof. So everything that's going to happen, everything that happened then going to happen here. But the Lord got more plagues that He going to bring upon this place, man. But just to back up there, brother.
Come on, bro. Anybody else? Get a few more closing precepts.
Can I get that Malachi 1 and 4?
Malachi 1 4. All right. All right, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. It said, "Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever."
So we see that mindset of Esau Edom by hearing it speaking by Donald Trump, "Make America Great Again." So, these Edomites feel like over the years they have lost their dominance, their power. So now with Trump in office, they're feeling like they're getting that back, man. Because Trump is, selling them dreams, building them up, like they're rising from the ashes, so to speak, like a phoenix, man. Because during the Renaissance, they got that same mindset, and they're what getting ready to go to their digital system, that technocracy, a government, and start building these particular 15-minute cities, these smart cities. That's why we see these so-called natural disasters wiping out particular areas. Carolina, having Hawaii, California, and who knows really where else, man. But they're trying to fill their belly, man. But before their belly is filled, the Lord, as it's written, gonna come with that wrath, and He's gonna shut it all down, man. Because there's going to be an ushering in of a righteous kingdom by way of Yahweh Shai when He come crack those clouds with the heavenly host of angels, man. This devil has a ceiling that he cannot pass, and he really think he's going to do it, and he's going to get, a nice distance with it, but he's not going to cross the finish line, and that's going to show the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. So, it's gonna get rough out here, and it's gonna, get real bloody, and it's gonna escalate day by day. But as long as we keep our faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, and believing Yahweh Shem Shai, man, we know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Though we're gonna have to deal with these perilous times, everything that's coming down the drain, we have a name we can call on, and we know that this devil is going down. That's the end game, and righteousness is gonna be restored in the earth. That's all I got, bro.
Come on, bro. You say you had something on that?
Psalm chapter 17, verse 13 through 15.
Say Psalm 17.
Come on, bro.
Come on. All right. Let's see. You said start at 13?
Come on, bro.
All right. Psalm 17 and 13 it says, Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, in whose bellies thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of the substance to their babes. As for me, you got it, bro.
Con. So we know that right there, he's talking about Esau. And like the brother Lamar was just going into, Esau going to get disappointed on a whole nother level. Because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to kill this nigga pride. Esau is a very, very prideful man. So he gonna let Esau get to a certain point, just like the oceans have a point where they can't cross, when it comes to the beaches. They can only get so far. So Esau gonna get to that point where he can't get any further. He gonna get disappointed. And we're gonna get delivered from the wicked, which is our sword. We know Esau is the wicked. We know he was blessed with the sword. Okay, and we know that they are the men of the left hand of Yahweh Shem Shai. So, and they are the men of this world. We know Esau has his portion on this side. So we know that these things, all of this right here, this point 13 and 14 really goes into us praying to be delivered from Esau, from us praying to be delivered from these wicked times. You can go ahead, bro.
Come on, bro. Going back into it, it says, verse 15 says, For me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness.
Come. And that's what we do each and every day. We pray that Yahweh Shem Shai keeps us in this mind, keeps us in this state that we're in. I know me and the brother Lamar that went into it a few times. The brother just, praying to continue to be humble and continue to seek out Yahweh Shem Shai, continue to seek his face, their faces, and fear and trembling. All right, that we know we're going to be satisfied on the other side. We know that the only thing that matters to us is that once Yahweh Shai returns, us getting beamed up, and we getting that well done for faithful servant. We receiving those crowns. That's the only thing that matters. That's what's gonna make us satisfied. anything, any treasures of this world, you know, like that shit, like we don't care nothing about that. And that's why we continue to pray that again, Yahweh Shema Shah keeps us humble, he keeps us meek, and he keeps us in the same mindset that we're in right now, and to continue to be more and more dead to this world. What does the scripture say? I must decrease so they can increase. So we must continue in this world to decrease ourselves, and in return, Yahweh Shema Shah, they continue to increase in us. That was all I had, bro.
Come on, bro. Your brother had anything else? Can you close out?
I got one, bro.
What you got, bro?
This second F-16 and 70 and 71, bro. That's it.
Okay. Second Ezra. Damn, so lucky. Now, this is the book of Second Ezra. You say chapter 16, verse 70.
70, yeah, 71. That's it.
Yeah. All right, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still opening and destroying those that fear the Lord.
That's it, and that's what it is, bro. If you like, we're gonna be problems of this place, of this society, because we're not gonna give into the bullshit. But a lot of people gonna give into it. And guess what? We fear Yahweh Bashar. We know what not to do. We know not to take the MOTB. And if we don't take it, that's a problem. They're gonna be a problem for them. Because they want everybody to take it. Now if you don't take it, you're gonna be outcast. Like I said, they might hunt you down, try to kill you. But the truth said that if you don't take it, you'll be killed. So we're gonna be the people that Lord will we be them people that that stand up for your house to the end. All right, because what all we got? What we got? We ain't got nothing. So you ready to fear your house shine and have your allegiance to him instead of Esau. Esau stick a key just like that. He don't give a fuck about you, but the Lord will kill you too if you take it. So you rather listen to the Lord. You rather follow the Lord. You follow Esau. At the end of the day, Esau can't give you shit. Well, oh wow, you part of the smart city. You can do this. You can do that. And that smart shit ain't gonna be that. Ain't gonna be. You gonna be controlled in. You can be controlled on what you call it, under surveillance. Hey, they ain't living. They ain't living. That shit not living, bro. I mean, they track you every damn move. Oh, he did. Man, they ain't living. All right, bro. That's all I got, bro.
Come on, bro. But yeah, point been made. You know, we'll close it out there. So this just been another weekly lesson. All right, going into news and prophecy. You know, cause like there's so much going on. You know, Lord, we'll just keep the ball rolling. You know, going into prophecy. You know, news and happiness. You know, weekly going into this lesson. You know, because it's a highly active year. You know, of activity. You know, relating to prophecy. So yeah, this devil. You know, he's getting ready to switch this thing up. Okay, bring in a new way of governing the earth, you know, through his AI, all right, in which that C-HIP is going to be the device, okay, that's going to link you to his AI governance. And he thinks, you know, the elites think they're going to control the AI governance, you know, forever. That's going to be their foothold, you know, within the world rulership forever, you know. So, yeah, we're just going to keep watch, you know. So, Lord will you, brothers. All right, man. You sisters edified once again. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the elders, all right, and apostles of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers, and peace and blessed salutations, hopefully, Shalom.
Shalom.